So once we realized that we can apply in our consultancy business B2B strategies, which are well documented, well tested, and follow this type of playbook, things radically changed. I'm Robert Miskov, CEO of Pedal Consulting. We are a top performing SME when it comes to number of successfully secured and implemented projects under Horizon 2020 and Horizon Europe programs in Central Europe. Even though Pedal Consulting, we are applying for public grants, we do not necessarily apply B2G business model, business to government, but we rather go for B2B. Let me explain. We at Pedal Consulting realized that when we were applying a B2G model, the type of activities that we could legally do in order to attract the attention of our client, which is a public sector, was rather limited. For instance, we were preparing some sort of position papers on the subjects of our interest, on the subject where we were bidding for contracts, or we attended the conferences, stood up, asked questions, and provided our opinions on the given subject. Sometimes we went out to the networking sessions, shook hands, exchanged business cards, the typical BizDev stuff, which is also applicable in a B2B world, of course. But that's pretty much all that we could do if we were applying just the B2G model. When we decided to experiment and somehow migrate from B2G to B2B, all of a sudden we realized that there are so many strategies, so many tools that are really applicable for our model in order to get into new proposals and essentially secure more projects. Sometimes we're having interesting discussions with our colleagues, consortium partners, friends, even family members. Like, how is it possible that Pedal Consulting, being the consultancy company, objective of which is to secure public grants, is in a B2B? So my take on this is as follows. In a B2B, what you need are 3 or 4 essential ingredients or elements. The first one is you need to have a product. So in case of Pedal Consulting, our products are coordination or project management. So oftentimes when we lead the project proposal or approved project, we take care of administrative, financial and scientific project management. That's one product that we're offering. Second, we oftentimes in the initial phase of the project do some sort of mapping exercise or gap analysis in order to identify what are the bottlenecks on the market, so what is what are the inhibitors, and trying to assess the current state of the art. Aside from the project management or project coordination and gap analysis or mapping exercises, Pedal Consulting is leading also work packages or tasks related to impact assessment or so-called exploitation or commercialization activities. It also happens now fairly quite often that we're taking care of all the promotional part or outreach part of the project, also called as dissemination and communication activities. And we have experience also with the handling so-called FSTP, financial support to third parties, or cascading grants. These are our products. So once you have a product, you need a client. As opposed to B2G mentality, where at the end of the day, it's the public sector who pays the money, we look at the entire exercise through slightly different optics, different lenses. So here, the main focus is actually shifted from the donor to consortium partner or to someone who's actually writing the proposal, developing the proposal, and that is at the end of the day our ultimate client. Another key term in B2B mentality is the closing part. So at the end of the day, the idea is to close the partner, even though I don't really like this term, but we are using it to be fair. What this means is to agree with a prospective client on the next steps. Sometimes it can be just a reciprocal agreement. Okay, we will be inviting you to our proposal and you can do the same when the opportunity presents itself. Sometimes they are driven by completely different motives, such as success fees or partner search queries. It can really vary from case to another. Arguably, the most important part in the game of grants is to be able to sell your products to your client. So what does it mean in this specific setting? Well, Unlike in B2G, where the selling is, the great email coming from, let's say, European Commission announcing that you've been invited to grant agreement preparation phase. Here, our sale is when we get the invitation from experienced consortium partner to their proposal, which is being handled by them or by other team members.